We have some great stuff in store. You know, the last few studies that we've done is really focusing on consumer behavior and how some of these consumer behaviors are inflicting change on our industry. You know, this has to do with device adoption, which leads to fragmentation, and as well as, you know, consumers more than ever are distracted. So for the next study, we're actually looking at focusing on the distraction, but actually in the reverse. Looking at attentiveness, and even further looking at receptivity. So for this study, we're looking to look at gauges of receptivity and attentiveness and how that applies to media consumption and advertising. The notion of receptivity is starting to look at what are the factors that drive receptivity when they're exposed to some kind of advertising. This includes context, which could be the type of device that they're using, the mode that they're using it, where they are using it, and also some things like needs analysis. So when you're in bed watching, using your tablet to watch some type of content, the type of content and that context and your mood, and even things like weather will affect your receptivity to certain types of advertising. From there, we're able to model, low to high moments of receptivity that we can then do a number of attentiveness tests. And a test of attentiveness can be, as simple as brand recall, but it could be one step further, where you're starting to look at whether somebody recalls a brand, or if they recall that the ad was about a truck, if that truck was of a certain model, and say if that truck was red. So the primary goal here is trying to better understand the role of context and various factors that will drive to be receptive and attentiveness. And for YuMe, it's to be able to kind of take that type of data and be able to kind of internalize it and use that to better target our advertising.
Awesome. And for brands and for our clients, how can that really help them to understand when their audience is most attentive?
They'll be able to understand what are the primary moments that they're able to get the most impact of reaching these consumers.